Hello guys and girls and welcome to the week 5 match in the Pokémon Masters Cup. We are up versus the Carolina Pyroars, coached by none other than JSpecks. He so far is undefeated, so he has one loss less than us. And yeah, we are not catching a break with these difficult opponents. Last week we faced an undefeated guy. We broke that streak for him, so that's gonna be the plan for Mr. JSpecks here as well, but he has a very threatening team. If you watch the team builder, I just go all in detail about how threatening his team is. The biggest thing, of course, he has actually Mr. Man. Sheer Force Landers Eye is allowed in this league, and he has it. And our sub goal, my second goal after the first goal of winning, is to not allow this Landers to do anything. Since I am a big advocate of allowing Landers Eye in the format, I don't think it's too overpowered. It's very strong, but not too overpowered. And basically, not having it to do anything in this league match would help that point, whereas if Landers destroys me, then it kind of destroys the whole viewpoint of allowing it. So that's our second point on that. But before we go into the whole Dream Bureau thing and all this good stuff, shoutouts to the guys who jammed and recorded this match for me. Recording this match for me did none other than Arapthos, last week's opponent. He helped me a lot with recording. I already mentioned that in our match. And he will probably help me a lot throughout the season overall, so definitely give him a look. And yeah, if you don't watch our battle yet versus him, definitely give that a look on his channel as well to see his thought process and all this good stuff. And getting this team, the shout out for that goes to Mastodon this time. He is a coach in this season as well. Actually, I think we face each other still in the future, so definitely check out his channel as well. Link for his stuff will be in the description. So yeah. And yeah, like I said, these are the shoutouts. Now going to the team preview. Go over my team real quick. Like I already mentioned, I uploaded team builder yesterday. Link for that is in the description. You can check that out for all the detail what my mons are. But very short overview. We got a Assault Dested Mew, Choice Scarf Tyrantrum, Sugar Berry Cobalion, Charlie Berry Rotom, Cabia Berry Tapu Fini, and a Life Orb Sneasel. Looking at my opponent's team, we brought the Lego, the Electro, Sirwali, Keldeo, Lilligant, and Landorus. And I see 3 of the 5 big threats I mentioned on his team, the 5 powerhouses on his team basically, which are the Landorus, of course, the Keldeo, and the Nealego. Electro Sirwali, like, one of them could come, they're pretty good. Lilligant I definitely don't expect, and no Mega Pinsir, no Kyurem, and no Cresselia. Like, in the team builder, I mentioned already, his team is very offensive, like his whole defensive core. Basically, the results are Cresselia and Fortress, where Cresselia, of course, takes the bit apart, and then he has just a super strong offensive mons, like the free and seal screen plus Kyurem and the Mega Pinsir. He didn't brought really what I expected, but what he brought I carefully can deal with. The Lilligant I have to be careful if it sets up, like it's probably gonna be Krookodiles variant. I don't really know what like a defensive Lilligant would do versus me. It's not really good versus anything. So yeah, most likely Krookodiles variant, then Landorus, Yachiberry, Life Orb, Keldeo, probably Choice Scarf I want to say. So Wally, looking at his team, seeing that he has no Psychic Resist at all. He didn't brought the Fortress, he didn't brought the Cresselia, nothing like that. I'm gonna assume this is gonna be a Sirwali Dark. If I'm to like Pursuit Trap it and all the shenanigans. Then Electros, most likely just Assault Vest. Might be a Coil variant, but Assault Vest is like the go-to variant. And then Nealego. If Keldeo is not the Choice Scarf, then it's Nealego. And out of that, I could see a lot of things with Nealego going on. It's one of his Z-mons, so it's most likely the Z Nealego. And just tries to sweep from my team. I don't think it's the Sirwali, because if it's the Sirwali, he has like no Psychic Vision at all, and Mew is one of my Z-mons, so I think he kind of has to prep for like some Psychic moves, something which can take it. But yeah, that's basically all of the analysis for now. Looking at his team overall, all of his leads, like I don't think I have to be scared of rocks. That his rockers are Nealego and Landorus. Landorus kind of has a 4 moveset syndrome versus me, because it kind of needs 4 attacks to deal with my whole team. Then it wants Rock Polish, and then it wants Rocks, so I don't think that's the thing. U-turn is also nice on that thing, of course. Nealego could be Elite Rocks variant, but either way, basically everything on the team, barring Sirwali, if it's a Sirwali Dark, my Mew beats 1v1. Electros I would U-turn out as well, because I don't want to be knocked off, but Keldeo I beat, Lilligant I beat, Landorus I beat, Nealego I beat. That's why I just decided my Mew, and the 2 things which I don't beat, I actually faster with and can just U-turn out with the Sirwali, which of course could Pursuit Trap me, but I'm not expecting them to lead with Sirwali, because if it's a Sirwali Dark, he wants to Pursuit Trap me, so I don't think he wants to lead and reveal already that's a Sirwali Dark and stuff like that. Either way, I lead with Mew. Like I say, he leads with Pretty Petty, which turns out to be his Nealego. So this could be a lead Rocks variant or something like that. But like I said, I don't want to keep Psyshock right away. I just want to U-turn out and scout if this is indeed a Savali Duck. If he did stay in, I could just turn to my Cobalion, which still has full health. Please check to that. And like you can see right here, false means Savali indeed is Savali Duck, and we can do some decent damage with the U-turn. And that means I can go right out into my Cobalion, scared out of close combat. I do not have close combat, but I can get up rocks on the turn I scared out. And yeah, basically we have rocks in turn 2, which is very nice. He actually does stay in right here. I'm a bit scared right here what he wants to do versus me. Like go for Flamethrower, Thunder Wave. I don't really know what he wants to do, but actually just goes for the parting shot. So yeah, I don't know why he risked this volley there. But since he didn't want to anything to switch into my Cobalion, he does go for parting shot, and right now he just switches into his This Is USA, which is his Landorus. And even though I'm at -1, Hidden Power Ice still is a 2-hit KO if he's naive. If he's naive, Hidden Power Ice is still 2-hit KO, and if he's not naive, that means he's most likely not mixed, and that means my Mew is a good switch in. So either way, I have the Shocker Barrier right here, and I can just go straight for the Hidden Power Ice. I guarantee to live a life of Earth Power from this thing, and yeah. We just go for Hidden Power Ice. Of course, we outspeed, so it's not Scarf Red. It actually is Yachi Bear, which is very nice because after Hidden Power Ice, he's always guaranteed in range of Ice Shot from my Sneasel. So this thing is outspeeding me, and he actually does overpredict. It just goes for the knockoff versus my Mew. So good thing we had the Shocker Berry, so it didn't switch out. And it gets me Justified Boost, and I'm now at +1. And the +1 Iron Head actually still does less than a -1. Oh, it's a neutral Iron Head, but still does less than a -1 Hidden Power Ice. And actually, I do want to switch out with my Rotom right here because I paused way too late here, but either way, I just switched out because he was in range of Hidden Power Ice hit, even if he's naive, because since I'm at -1, Hidden Power Ice won't KO him, and Earth Power obviously will KO me since I don't have the Shocker Berry anymore. So I do want to switch out into my Rotom. Since he does not have the Pinsir, Rotom is not that important. It's basically just there to defog in case he has that stack. She can't since he didn't brought Forages, so Rotom is just overall nice being there to throw at anything. And I predict basically the Earth Power, want to go to Rotom, then I still have the Charlie Bear in case he has Rock Slide to live that, and then I can go for Hidden Power Ice, which will kill him. That's why I did switch into Rotom Heat right here. But he actually doesn't go for Earth Power, he actually was feeling the HP Ice still, even though it couldn't kill. Probably he wants to keep his Landorus healthy, and just switch into Eel. And there's a good chance right here. Like I said, Rotom is not very important in this match. I'm fine with just exchanging blows right here and get this thing low, because how you deal with Electros usually, since it does have no weakness, barring you have like Mold Breaker users or something like that, is to just wear it down. It doesn't have library recovery, you just wear it down, you have to take damage on some of your mons, and if I have to take some damage on mons to get rid of this Eel, Rotom is definitely my first choice. He does go for knockoff right here, which does very little since I'm Fist Death, but this tells me as well this is not a physically offensive, it's most likely especially offensive Electros. He does go for Super Fang right here, brings me down to half. I'm just spamming Overheat right here. I don't mind getting drops, getting me down and down and down. I just want to weaken this Electros so it's in range of anything, and none of my important mons have actually taken a hit from that, either be the knockoff, be the Super Fang, or like you see, a Volt Switch on this thing. Right now, Electros is basically dealt with, it's in range of anything I have, especially after rocks. And yeah, Rotom basically did its job. He does switch out into Thickensoul, which is his Lilligant, and I just Volt Switch out right here. If he has Sleep Powder, I'm fine with him putting my Rotom to sleep, but he actually does go hard for the Quiver Dance, and that means I get a Volt Switch off, which like breaks potential. I mean, I had Rocks up, so Sash are broken as well. Volt Switch, of course, do very little. Overheat was not worth it going for it, because then he could just set up versus me since I was at -6 already, and if he boosts the Quiver Dance, my Overheats aren't doing anything. And I can just Volt Switch out right into my Mew. Since it is Assault Tested and invested in Spell, I can take the hits very well. I don't really think he has Sleep Powder since I have a Tapu Fini, but he does have it, and of course Synchronize doesn't work with Sleep. So yeah, now we play basically the Wake Up game with Mew. Since my fail state was this thing, I burned the first turn of Sleep right here, like you can see. So from now on, I have basically a chance to wake up every turn. I need a little bit more chip damage on him to bring him in range of a Life of Ice Shot from my Sneasel. So this thing is really not sweeping me. Since we already saw Quiver Dance, we saw Sleep Powder, a Grass move, and then most likely Hidden Power Fire. If Grass move plus Hidden Power Fire basically deals my whole team, so I'm not scared of Substitute. And basically, once I get the U-turn out, he's in range of Ice Shot, or if he's actually Life Orb, then I just need a few Life Orb turns and he's in range of Ice Shot. I think I need 2 Life Orb hits to bring him in range of Ice Shot, guaranteed. But either way, I do just have my Mew right here, and basically I just hope to wake up this next few turns, going for U-turn. He actually does go on a Quiver Dance. If he's not Life Orb, he needs +4 to OHKO me. If he's Life Orb, he only needs +3. Currently he is at +2. I do not wake up this right here, so we have 2 turns sleep. So we missed the first chance. Now we go for a second chance. He does go his third Quiver Dance. So if he's Life Orb, next turn he has a shot to OHKO me with Petal Dance. If he's Giga Drain, it won't OHKO me. But if he has Petal Dance, it has a chance to OHKO me. And do we wake up? We do not wake up. So now it's time to see. If he's actually Life Orb, can OHKO me? Do I need to sack my Rotom as well to get a second turn of Life Orb on him? Or can I wake up, lift the hit, or does he go for anything else? We will see right here what he decides to go for. He does go for Sleep Powder, and we talked after the match that was a misclick. He actually do manage up to wake up right here. But yeah, that was pretty huge, because if he lost Life Orb, he would have KO'd me right there and my Mew was gone. But he wouldn't sweep me, so that's something. I could have just sacked my Rotom and then go to Gesundheit, but now I can just go straight to Gesundheit, and of course I go for the Ice Shot right here. This thing is way too big of a threat, being at +3 already, and he does use his chance to switch out into his Keldeo. But yeah, this Sleep Powder misclick was pretty big, because now my Mew is still at full health. If he was a Life Orb, I would have lived the hit either way, gotten the U-turn off, but my Mew would be pretty weakened, and if he was Life Orb, my Mew was gone. And I had to sack my Rotom as well. So yeah, this Sleep Powder mistake basically saved 1 to 2 months, depending if it was Life Orb or not. But yeah, we see leftovers on Keldeo, which is very nice. Now I know he's not Choice Scarf, and I'm thinking about that maybe the Lego is Choice Scarf. But either way, I have a great switch into this, which is my Tapu Fini. I can just throw this thing anytime in. He has the Keldeo, since he doesn't have to cure him. I don't have to be worried about having this thing to weaken for one of the two. He does go for Icy Wind, and this does literally 10. Like, you know that you sometimes make jokes that this does 10, but this does literally 10. We have 177 to 167, and that tells me one thing: this is a no special attack Keldeo. This is like I don't know why it's no special attack, and I'm thinking, since he switched it in versus the Scizor, he had the leftovers. Versus the leftovers, I was like, okay, maybe it's a substitute Core Mind variant, something like that. But this, it's creeping. I have the suspicion that this might actually be a physically defensive Keldeo for my Scizor, though I'm not sure yet. He might even be mixed Keldeo with Poison Jab. That's something I was thinking about as well for my Tapu Fini. But I just fire off a Moonblast right here, and he does sack his Electros, so we do get rid of that. And Tapu Fini basically gets the first kill of the game. I think it's the first one. Yeah, everything else switched out and was pretty weakened. But so far the game is going pretty well. His team is getting weakened. My team is still pretty healthy. He does go into Pity Patty, his Lego, and I just hard switch out right here. I do have the Caviberry, but since I can't KO from this range, there's no need to get rid of the Caviberry. Can still be nice with Landorus, so do just hard switch out to my Cobalion, which is still at full health and can take any 2 hits from this thing. Barrier and Power, and if he goes for hit Power, I can still switch around. But he just goes straight for the Psychic. That's very little to me, actually. I am a bit Spadef invested, but this tells me already this is not a max special attack Lego. And the first thing which comes to mind for me, okay, this is a speed boosting Lego. Most likely Z move, since I don't see an item right here. But I can still take, if he goes for a Z Psychic, I actually wouldn't be able to take a hit, but I still have my Mew at full health, so I can deal with this thing still. So I do just stay in right here, go for the Iron Head, which will OHKO this thing. I'm actually faster than this, so why am I worried about Z Psychic? But anyway, I do have the Iron Head, do just go for it right here, and he does switch out into his Wally Dark and After Rocks, and this Iron Head, he actually is looking to be in range of a second Iron Head, so I'm just going for that. Even if he does live or something like that, he can't really hurt me too much. Flamethrower, I should live, since he's most like physical and since he's dark, but I do get the flinch, so that definitely mattered. I don't know what he did go for right there, if it was like just Party Shot, if it was multi-attack, if it was Flamethrower, if it was Thunder Wave. Either way, Cobalion gets the flinch and deals with this Wally Dark, and now it's gone, and my Mew is very freed up right here. He does go into his ability, his Keldeo, which I can't really touch. The best thing I can do with Toxic, but I still want my Cabra around for the Lego to be a one-time switch in. But now I can just go straight back into my Tapu Fini, which, like I said, I can just throw this in anytime he brings Keldeo, because Tapu Fini doesn't care anything Keldeo wants to do. He does go for Icy Wind once again, and now we can see that the 10 actually seems to be a middling roll, because he does literally 10 again. I'm down to 157, and right here, since I know he will switch out, I will just go straight for Nature's Madness. Doesn't, I think I go, yeah, this turn I go straight for Nature's Madness. If he stays in again down to half, he can't really hurt me, like I said. I still have the Caviberry in case he does have Poison Jab, and he does actually switch into Pretty Patty, his Lego. This is very nice right here, because after his Nature's Madness, he is in range of a Hydro Pump. And I still have the Caviberry, so I'm guaranteed to lift any hit from this thing. In case he wants to pick my Cobalion, I stay in, take very little. If he goes for his Poison move, I can take it as well. He actually does go for his Sludge Wave. We eat our berry, and then we chew the hit, and this Hydro Pump should be able to KO this thing from this range, since we already got hit with 2 rounds of rocks and the Nature's Madness. Look for Hydro Pump, we do connect, but it doesn't actually kill, so now I'm thinking, okay, this is most likely a Z variant, this is most likely an Assault Vest variant, I want to say, so I do hard switch out right here into my Rotom, since I do not want to risk my Cobalion right here. In case he does go for some hidden power or Z Psychic move or something like that. But either way, I'm thinking right here, okay, it's the speed boosting Assault Vest variant from this damage. But I can see right here, he doesn't get a speed boost after killing this thing. He actually does get a special defense boost. So this is just a very Spadef Lego, so he might still be Z. But either way, since he got a Spadef boost, I can just go straight into my Scizor and KO it with Knockoff. I could have gone to Cobalion here as well, but Cobalion does even less to a physical defensive Keldeo than Scizor. And if I get it for Knockoff, I can just either kill the Lego or the Keldeo. Lego actually was very low. I thought he was in Rocks range and he would just sack this thing, but seems he is out of Rocks. So you could just keep it, or you just want to keep it Death Fodder. One of the two. We do lock off the leftovers of the Keldeo. Now going to the calculator, I actually know that this is a physically defensive Keldeo, so I do just hard switch out right back into my Walnut. Now knowing that this is most likely not a mixed variant, but just a physically defensive Keldeo, makes it my Walnut still a very nice switcher, because if it would be mixed, actually the +1 Poison Jab would 2-hit KO my Finny from here. But it just goes Secret Sword, and this confirms this is just a physically defensive special, what you call it? Keldeo. And I just go for Moonblast right here, since Nialego is no longer switching, even if he lives after rocks, he's not taking the Moonblast. He just goes for that, and he decides to sack his, what you call it? Litigate. So, Tapu Fini already having 2 kills under his belt, and he does so into versus USA right here. I do not have a Care Bear anymore, so I do die to a Sludge Rift, but I can't allow this thing to set up a Rock Poly, so I do just stay and go for Ice Beam. He does go for the Earth Power, and since he's not Life Orb and we are so split death, we live the hit on 7, we go for the Ice Beam, and Tapu Fini gets a 3rd kill for this game, just getting rid of this Landorus. Very nice, and we did for sure did our second goal of not allowing Landorus to do anything. Since it got 0 kills, it just died. He does switch into Pretty Patty right here. What I can see right here, it seems he did his math wrong, since he will actually die to Rock. So yeah, Cobalion gets a passive kill right there. And here goes down, and now he only has his Keldeo left. We still have 5 of our mons left. And to preserve some differential, I'm actually gonna hard switch out into my Mew, which is still a full health. It is Assault Death. This is not an offensive Keldeo. There's no way in hell this Keldeo beats my Mew 1v1. The only annoying part, of course, is he can't burn me, of course, because Misty Terrain, so he just goes straight for the Scald. Does very little since I'm Assault Death and he's not offensive. The only annoying part is that I go for Psyshock, and this actually won't OHKO him since he's a physically defensive variant. And Psyche would have done the job, but that if Psyshock doesn't, like you can see right here, he will live that. He does go for Icy Wind right here, so after that I will be slower than him, and he can go for second Scald. And this Icy Wind actually gets a crit on miss, but still does very little. Gets the speed drop. I just go second Psyshock. Misty Terrain goes, but even if he burns me, it doesn't matter since the last turn. So yeah, this is basically GG. Byron gets a Mega Super Crit. No Mega Super Crit on this turn. I just go for Psyshock, and we get rid of the Keldeo. And this is a 5-0 win for the Borussia Donphan versus the Carolina Pyroars. Very nice win. Was yet again, we break the streak of an undefeated man, and we are 4-1 now going into week 6 of the PMC, and we are looking very fancy. We are currently, sadly, not the #1 spot in our division. They're actually 3 4-1 teams in our division. One of them in front of us is still Arapthos, which we beat the week before, and the other one are the Pittsburgh Empoleons, which we battle, I think, in 3 or 2 weeks. Whatever. Right now, it's looking very nice for playoffs. We are 4-1. So far, after this transfers, we are on a nice winning streak. We definitely want to keep that up. Overall, about this game, pretty hexless, I want to say. The Iron Head flinch on the on the Sewali didn't really matter too much, since I never switched in Cobalion after that, and there was no way he could OHKO me with any move from this from his Sewali at that range. Barony was special. But I don't think it was special because he wanted to be Sutra variant. So either way, it did matter that I killed him, but I don't think it mattered overall in the game, like you can see at the end. And the big thing mattered, of course, was the Sleep Powder misclick on his part, because if Mew would have been gone, then I still don't think I would have lost, since but I couldn't preserve the revenge up. The Mew would have been gone, then Tapu Fini would have died, and then I would have to go into my first probably into my Sneasel, go for Aerial Ace, get some damage on him, stall out the Misty Terrain, and then go into Tyrantrum to fire off an Outrage, because like you saw, Misty Terrain was up when Keldeo was on the field, so my Outrage actually wouldn't have killed him. Or the other way around, first go for Outrage and then Aerial Ace. So either way, I think even if the Sleep Powder hit, I might have won, but I always don't like Fury Money too much, so I just gonna leave it at that. It was big, for sure. The flinch was not so big as Sleep Powder Mystic, but definitely happened as well. But yeah, that's enough for this upload. Let me know in the comments what you think. Like MVP, the most kills did go for Tapu Fini. I actually want to give the MVP title for that as well, but Mew kind of did a lot of as well with the waking up stuff like that. But yeah, Tapu Fini definitely pulled the most strings right here. Killed the Landorus, killed the basically was free switch every time Keldeo came in, and just then click Moonblast after the Nialego was gone, basically getting kills left and right. So I want to give the MVP title to Tapu Fini. But let me know in the comments what you think about the team and the match. And yeah, that's basically all from me. The Borussia Donphan are rolling out to the cup in full speed. We are now on a three wins or 2 wins. I think 3 wins winning streak. I think the loss versus Johnny was week 2, not week 3. So we are on a 3-win winning streak right now. We're gonna keep it up till the end of the season and then have our championship. That is the plan. I will see you for that in future weeks. I hope you did enjoy. I will see you another time. Ciao.